Platform from Nightcap Studio with your number one host, Justina and DJ Sledgehammer.
Hey, what's going on, you guys? It is a Platform podcast.
Yes,
we are so happy to have you guys back. We got my boy DJ Sledge.
What's up, Hollywood? Yeah.
We got my boy Zar in the building.
What up, homeboy?
And of course, we got a boy Carl cooking it up. Cooking it up. And I'm Justina and Emily.
Yes, what's up?
Hey, man, I am just so happy to be back with you guys. And last week's episode, I mean,
Oh my goodness.
we've been getting a lot of messages from last week's episode of, us on mimosas.
Yep.
We were on mimosas and Carl. And, we were talking about that, and Carl snuck in some clown faces. And they were like, I think something was wrong with your guys' episode. And I was like, no, that was Carl's clap back.
He got us back.
And real talk, you guys. I just got to say, I am so happy to be a part of this wonderful opportunity. And my brother is here. For real talk. I mean, Sledge and Carl, we've been, creating this thing since day one. And then to be able to have Zara in here.
But behind the scenes, though, Carl is a man behind the scenes. He's the ones that put everything together. You know what I mean? So,
work. Yeah, can we get a whoop?
We got a little taste of the humble pie today. A little taste of the humble pie. But, we ain't going to never get
we family, y'all. We family. And that's what's real talk. We are all family. And, sometimes we get on each other's nerves.
That's how it's supposed to be.
It's like, dude, brush your teeth, brush your hair. Like, we just talking a bunch of crap to each other.
I'm just waiting for you and Zara to get into it. You know what I mean?
You too close, matter of fact. You too close, man. You gotta slide over, man. Keep putting her seat next to me, man.
Yeah.
Putting her seat next to me, man.
I want to see. I can't imagine him getting upset. Though. He always smiling.
Always
smiling.
With the light, where my camera at?
He said, "Where my camera at?"
You can't make me mad.
I don't know about that though.
You don't think so? Well,
I don't think I could ever fight you.
Yeah, you chilling. You see, we got the
play. You gotta hit him below the waist.
We got to play pass today. Ain't no balance on this side.
I'm about 6'7" right there. You gotta hit him below the waist.
Yeah. Female below the waist is the. We ain't going that way. I mean, forget that.
But so good news is that they passed a stimulus check. We just read that on there. Passed the 1,400. I thought, dang.
How much?
What is that?
Thank you, man.
How much? How much?
What was it? 1,400 a month for a family?
1.9 trillion.
Well, for a family, 1,400.
Oh, you need a family for that?
But
I don't know. I don't know how it works.
But I heard 17 million is not going to get it. So, you know what I mean? That's including...
All I need is 800.
That's all you need?
Joe Biden, IRS, please, if you watch the Platform podcast.
Yeah, he watching.
$800.
$800.
You ain't got to give me 14. I ain't got enough people for that. 800.
He by himself, you know what I mean?
Yeah, little Rose, we good, man.
Yeah. Little Carlos Rosie.
Sit in the crib and just terrorize date naps. I'm cool with it. It don't matter.
Well, and then not only that, I got to give a shout out because I like independent artists and things, and I listen to Pink Sweats. And if you guys don't follow him, listen to him. He is dope. He just got engaged. And so shout out to Pink Sweats if you've seen it. You want to come to the Platform.
Yes.
You have the Platform here with us. So
right here, beautiful people right here. Come on.
Yeah, come and rock with us.
Rock with us. Engaged.
Yeah, engaged.
What's that mean?
Engaged?
Yeah, what's that mean?
Like you're about to get married.
Or you could engage with us action, be part of our, you know what I mean?
Is that what y'all saying?
Hey, it's 2020. You gotta clear up everything nowadays. Don't nobody understand.
Everybody's a little sensitive,
so
but
right.
Our show, we're just trying to keep it moving, keep it light, keep it popping.
Try to keep it for y'all, our family, our podcast family out there, you know what I mean?
Yeah, Platform podcast, engaged. I thought the definition changed. It used to be you about to get married. I done heard lately. It's
that's
about 5 other
been
things.
Kind of old, man.
Well, make sure you engage with us at the Platform podcast.
Not engagement with us. Not engagement.
Not engage her. Engage yourself.
And make sure you guys rock with us at the Platform podcast and reach out to us. And we've been getting a lot of invitations because LA's opening up, so we're gonna be hitting some restaurants, which we really excited about. We're gonna show some of the LA food.
For real? We're gonna pull up in a restaurant?
We're gonna pull up in a restaurant.
There's much more than LA than hot dogs and burgers, bro. You know what I mean?
Homeless people. It's more.
It's
Yeah,
more than
there's
that.
more than that,
There's
man.
more than that.
The tent community is starving for sure.
Sorry. Well, we're gonna take a real quick commercial break, and then we're gonna get into it with our guest today. So we are really excited for that. DJ Sledgehammer, take it away.
Coming to the stage, we got a special performance from our boy Vig Louis, special here on the Platform Podcast.
Shout out to the Platform Podcast.
It's your boy Vig Louis.
I go by the name of Vig Louis.
Tune in to Lesson Zero.
For sure, for sure. Sorry for the wait, y'all.
Rock with us.
Tap in. Let's go. Yeah, a lot happened last year, I'll admit it. 2020, we need a do-over in this. So over. Still trying to survive after COVID hit. Won't mention his name, but since when is it cool to glorify a snitch? I guess he and I were raised different. With my mask on, can't even breathe in the fresh air. Slaying with stress to impress, but on my day I might slide up in a fresh pair. Assorted color, Nike Airs. Yeah, I'm ahead of my time. I'm talking about a couple 100 million plus light years. Shout out to my bro Dre, Day and ST, young grown twin fellow, and my woman named V. All of them formed and contributed what makes me thankful that I made it off these streets ×3, nigga. Yeah, over 20 plus years going ham on the beat. Let's go. In the form of a rhyme, I teach, not preach. Yeah, yeah. If the pain is real, then dig deep, nigga. Check it. Check it, you gotta face it even if it ain't within your reach. I go by the name of Vig Louis, y'all. Representing Long Beach, California, USA. Wanna give a shout out to the Platform Podcast for giving me the opportunity to rock out. This album about to drop, I'm gonna sneak it in on you. But I wanna give a salute to everybody who lost somebody last year. Everybody, I hope you got positive vibes coming. This album, Lesson Zero, man, is some Illmatic, off the rip. You guys get an opportunity, just roll up, close your eyes, press play. I'm right there with y'all. It's my last go round. Check it, check it. Y'all tuned in to Less Than Zero. We live for today, ain't promised tomorrow. Y'all tuned in to Less Than Zero. I'ma do yeah. I overstand what God took, the ones I love the most. So home with my kids, my heart forever on froze. My thought drifts wherever my mind goes. I know I'm here for one reason alone. And the money, that's the devil's work. Alcohol and a cigarette smoke. We supposed to be woke, but again, that's the devil's work. Since I was 16, drop jewels on every verse. Gotta tap in like spoken word. Can't slang dough on curb. I go up in smoke, stay above ground, levitate within the clouds. I shine bright, stand out in any crowd. Journey ain't over, but I know all my mama's sons are made her proud. Black and brown skin tone, yeah, I'm hella proud. Murals of our lost ones with a halo is the modern day crown. Yeah, what up LA? Going ham on the beat. Hollywood, let's go. In the form of a rhyme, I teach now. Hey, hope everybody's rocking out. If the plane is real, then dig deep, yeah. Let's go, let's go. You gotta face it even if it ain't within your reach. I go by the name of Vig Louis. Album Lesson Zero, my bad, y'all. Dropping real soon. You can find me on Instagram @official Vig Louis. Music's about to drop on all digital platforms. Appreciate y'all. I got one more joint coming for you right now. Let's go.
Hey, dang, yo, that was a hot performance. I'm so excited to have this man back into the studio.
Man,
I'm just so excited because he's family from season 1.
Yep.
Welcome back, Vig Louis.
Yes. How you doing, ladies and gentlemen? Thank you for having me back at the Platform podcast.
I'm so excited to see you. I'm sorry about
No,
that,
you
baby.
good.
I'm so excited to have you here because you are our first guest to be on both seasons.
Look at that. Already earning accolades and the album ain't even out yet.
Yeah.
Hey, we
Thank
appreciate
you.
the
Bless
love,
you.
man. Thanks for
I
stopping
appreciate
back
y'all.
by. You
For
know
sure,
what I mean?
for
Back to
sure,
back.
always.
We'll make it even sound hotter. We'll say you've been on all seasons
Yes,
of the platform.
that's dope.
And
I'll
then
take that.
snaps to you, baby.
Yeah.
I'll
Snaps to
take
you.
that all
But
day long.
You look good.
Thank you. I appreciate
You
it.
look really good. Since the last time we seen you, you look younger. You lost weight.
I did.
So what you saying? This time you look older, or what's going on?
right?
No,
Like,
dude.
like more polished.
Fam,
Oh,
yeah, I was gonna
there's
say
nothing
that.
wrong with that.
Let's be
Maturity.
honest. When you
Right.
see people losing weight, you can tell they feel good about themselves.
Absolutely.
Their skin is glowing. It
Absolutely.
looks good. You look good.
Appreciate it.
Time for
Thank
all
you.
that,
Vice,
too.
likewise, you know what I mean? I want to send a shout out to all y'all, man. Everybody's looking good, you know.
Thanks,
Post
bro.
COVID, everybody's looking healthy, you know, that's a good thing.
Thanks, man.
Yeah, baby.
Yeah,
Appreciate it.
that was a terrible year, huh?
Yeah.
2020. You know what I mean?
Man, we need a do-over. Like, hopefully we getting it right now though. We're 3 months in, so I'm excited. I'm staying positive. You know, the sun's still shining.
So how were you handling it though? This whole
Like I worked a lot of it, G. Like
Oh,
I you know, aside from, you know, selling music, I sell automobiles, you know what I mean? So I was like literally grinding the whole pandemic, you know, worked for an Audi dealership and was just slanging whips. I'm thinking, how you guys got money to buy cars like in
Yeah,
the middle of this
I'm-
pandemic? And they're like, all right, I guess I'll, you know, get it. I'll sign right here.
3 letters.
Right.
ED.
Right.
True Bank of America card
True
right
story.
here.
Swipes,
Ching, ching.
swipes. But nah, I mean, it. You know, I did a lot of, you know, recorded the album. You know, I also, you know, I'm highly involved in like artwork, you know, drawing, sketching, painting, you know, and also meditation, man. Like in all reality, I think everybody could use a little meditation.
But that's
you
the
know?
key, man. Sometimes you just gotta take a moment just to think and relax.
Like
know
you
what I
said,
mean?
clock
Yeah,
out
clock
for
out,
sure,
you know what
for
I mean?
sure.
Time
Unplug.
card. boom.
Right, just
Unplug.
right.
I feel like everything
unplug.
works if you just unplug for a second, man.
Absolutely,
Just
I
regroup.
recommend it for sure.
Yeah.
And then you have, well, the last time you were here, you were, this was like back in September,
Yup.
and you said that you were going to drop your mixtape. Was it a
Yeah.
mixtape or album?
It's an album,
It was an
actually.
album?
But yeah,
Album, get it right.
Yeah,
It's
so
an album.
he said,
He
get
knows
it right.
family.
Right
You know,
now,
he
we
gonna
good.
check me. He gonna
Like,
put me on
fool,
check.
big
But
take
it was
for
less
that.
than zero. You're
Correct.
going to release it on
Correct.
Election Day.
Yeah.
From what I remember.
Correct. You want to know what she's like? What's up? What's going
So-
on? Why isn't it out yet?
Is it?
Nah, so here's the dilemma, guys. Like in all reality, I wanted to release the album on Election Day, but in the midst of everything that was going on, like everybody, the emotions, like, you know, the election itself, I thought it would kind of shine away from what my album really was.
Right.
You know, then obviously January rolled by. I was gonna do it, you know, at the end of, you know, January, but we all know what happened at the beginning of January. You know, so I kind of wanted to just let the social tension die down a little bit.
Right.
But high key, like I'm getting ready to drop this in like 3 or 4 days. So
Hey.
5
Yeah,
days,
you heard him,
know,
you heard him,
7
you heard him.
days. You know, it's
You heard
really
him.
really soon. But it's 13 or 12 tracks. Producers, you know, L. David, Superstar O. My homeboy Twin, shout out to Twin. He's my engineer.
Love Twin.
Okay.
And he makes beats and he's a certified trainer. So I gotta give props. He's helping me get my physique back too.
I actually
That's what I'm
follow
talking
Twin
about. Yeah,
online, and
for sure.
he has his whole family. He has
Yeah.
like his sons, and I think his wife is carrying his
Absolutely.
baby on, and she's like doing kicks, and the baby's just chilling on the little
Like he
backpack.
he teaches a lot of you know, people just to kind of get motivated to, you know, work out the body, you know what I mean? And you talked about, you know, with, you know, COVID and going on.
Yeah.
So he's been very motivating, you know what I mean? You know, shout out to my woman V, she's motivating too.
Miss Babe.
And but most importantly, like the album is just dope. It's like I told Sledge earlier, it's taking it back to 1998. It's just raw hip hop.
90s,
Like,
baby. That's what I'm talking about right
I'm
there.
paying homage to like a lot of the cats that you know, I grew up on and I was influenced on, and it's, even though the album was recorded in 2020, like this, excuse my language, this is very still so much relevant today. So I can't wait to share it with everybody, you know. And it's worldwide.
What was like your drive for this one this time? Like what that starting point? You know, I'd like to know about the back then.
man,
That's
I
that
was,
workout program.
right?
first.
Like honestly, I dropped my previous album 3518,
Okay.
and that had like 19 tracks on it. and it was all straight fire, good vibes. And I was gonna like call it quits after that, like. And I even told V that I was like, I'm pretty much gonna let my son kind of, I was gonna focus more on him because he started a band and now he's really getting involved in music. So I kind of wanted to kind of help mentor him and, help him, get started in his, musical journey. But then COVID hit, man, and there was all this stuff going on, right when like George Floyd, all that stuff happened. And
that was a bunch of stuff.
And it was a lot of energy, and I was like, man, I feel like I can't suppress that.
You can't sit on that, huh?
So
I just started writing about it, and, some of these tracks that I'm performing today, hopefully y'all are going to see the vibe on it. And see that it is still relevant. So I'm just super stoked to share it with y'all. So it's going to be dope.
And then this you were obviously working on it in 2020. So how long did it take you to write this particular album?
Great question. So I started literally, the pandemic, from my understanding, was like January, February, maybe March.
Close to March.
March.
So probably like April, and I was like, when we were here in September, I was like 90% finished.
Oh, so you did it.
So I did it real quick. But previously albums, they take 2 years. The one before that took I was talking earlier, 4 years. But it was just raw energy, raw emotion. And, I just was seeing it from a third eye view, you know what I mean? Not even from my perspective, but from taking myself out and watching the people in my surroundings, my city, our riots were happening, COVID hit, man. It was just something that I had to write about.
So when we look at your journey, man, from 6 months ago to now, as far as music management and things like that, are you managing yourself, or
pretty much I'm a one-man band. I mean, I do all my music is doing business under Tri's Fam Entertainment. Okay. Shout out to Cali Clean, that's my affiliates. Twin, Youngin, Adam Day,
okay.
J Lo. But what I'm trying to do right now, man, it is kind of make that kind of that different, switch. So that's why I kind of have been delayed on this album, because it's I thought about giving it away free on SoundCloud and asking for donations. But we all know both, in fact, that nobody's going to give a donation if it's something's for free and they can have it.
Right.
I felt like I had a marketable project. So I was looking at it, I am looking at it more like an asset.
Right.
So I'm looking to, if there's those that are interested in, doing business and, shopping this and getting distribution, I'm all for it. The game's changed a little bit.
Yeah.
It's all digital. Even if you go on these different social media platforms, it's instant.
Right.
You know what I mean? You have to be on it pretty much all day, every day. I'm sorry, I work. I got two kids. I got a woman at home. So there's only enough hours in a day that you can rock that. So for me, it's just anybody has a good business plan, or I'm always open to negotiations.
What would you say for the person that's into what you're into, but like you said, doesn't pay as much attention to that social media area? Because a lot of people think now you have to do that in order to break through, but you're not on as much. So
for me, I'll be honest, I'm not somebody who has thousands of followers. I think I have maybe 370 followers.
But does that matter to you?
No, that's what I'm saying. The people that I follow are very influential, and I know that I network them literally on a day-to-day, week-to-week, sometimes month-to-month basis. So for me, it's just all about the quality of the relationships that you're building as opposed to the quantity of the relationships.
Right, and who you know.
Correct.
Right.
And in reality, when people hear your music, they're either going to vibe to it, or they ain't. They're going to press fast forward. And, I'm at this point in my career where, I feel like I said, I have a marketable asset that, record executives can be like, okay, I think that, this is worth this.
Yeah.
And if I don't feel it's worth it, I'll counter it. You know what I mean? But the answer to your question is social media is still relevant.
Yeah.
I try to explain that to my woman, V. This is literally like a business. You have to always be, you may spend 3 hours filming, but you can condense that down to where you're time management to where you're posting stuff, every day, so you're staying relevant. But I don't let it take over me. I'll post something and I'll log out.
Yeah.
And
that's what I was going to ask you, because you've been in the game for a while.
Right.
And to see it go from, you were saying, from hip hop, because we talked about that last time.
Yeah.
It went from hip hop and then just kind of went in a certain direction. Do you feel like social media is killing it?
I don't really say it's killing it. It's just a faster, media platform. Like you have to remember, like when we talked before, we were, talking about, tapes and cassettes.
Right.
And, you know what I mean? Like the records and the vinyls and the CDs. Yeah. Like my first album, I pressed like 10,000 CDs, like hand to hand, like selling them, $5. Nobody's doing that at all. You know what I mean? So it's like that's evolved, but I feel like you still have to have a beyond a good product. Like you have to get people to feel like they can relate to you.
Yeah.
And the thing is, you got to brand yourself too.
100%.
If you don't put interest in yourself,
correct,
no anybody else is going to put interest in you. You know what I mean? You got to be interested in yourself and keep your brand alive.
Course.
You know, because
of course
you could sell, music. Anybody can sell music.
Correct.
But what's going to happen in 6 months or 7
Correct.
months?
And that's what I was getting to as far as, social media is still relevant.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? I can tell you, no cap, like I've been heard literally worldwide. Like it's not by like 100,000, spins or whatever, but like my music's being heard literally worldwide, and that's okay. That's why I like doing this.
Right.
I want people to hear it. I want people to feel like if they're having a horrible day, they can turn my music on and be like, you know what, I'm vibing out to this. Or I'm relating to this song he wrote about his kids. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, so you just always got to be relatable, and like you said, brand yourself.
You got to brand yourself.
And that's what I love most about you, though. Sorry, baby. Like that's what I love most about you is that like you. For me, I think it's like when you meet certain people, it's all about their celebrity.
Correct.
And then there's people who are just about their art.
For sure.
And I feel like you are one of those that you're
art.
about your art of your music.
It.
And I can tell when you perform. I can tell when you talk about your stuff. I can tell when you talk
about
hip hop.
Yeah.
Appreciate that.
Yeah, like you love hip hop.
I do. I mean, it's funny because like when I grew up, my pops is from New York. Like, so I grew up with
East
like
Coast.
hip hop, like in the early '80s, and like when my son was born, like it was literally when digital media started to come into play with iPods. But I remember when he was 2. And he was jamming out to like Akon and the Gorillas and like everything that was in my catalog. Like he would just jam out. So, you get influenced, you get inspired, and for me, it's never been about the money or the fame. Although I'm all about financial gain. You know what I mean? But it's about the love of the art, and if I can, especially with this new generation, help them tap into a different frequency where y'all ain't gotta be, y'all ain't got to be in with all the like challenges and just try to perfect your craft, and I guarantee you at some point somebody's gonna be like, whoa. Like,
and I was about to ask you that too, man, to try to get a straight up answer from you about like the new era of music. Like, what would you say? Honest answer. Would you say trash or pass with like the new era that's coming up?
I'd say it's probably gonna be like 80% trash or 80% like dope I'd say 80% trash and 80% or 20% dope. You know what I mean? Because there's some cats that like they're a younger generation that still have a message and a following, but like all this kind of like gimmicky stuff.
Mumble
Like, I'm
rap
not with
thing,
that.
yeah.
Yeah, like I like cats that I can relate to, and that's why my second album I paused for like 8 years. I was like, I'm not relating to any of this. But answer to your question, 80% trash and 20% like I'll mess with.
I mean, there's much more to talk about than cars,
right?
money, and females. You know,
Yeah.
I mean, let's be positive and talk to, because we got to upbuild us.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
Of
We got to
course.
upbuild our culture,
Of course.
and other cultures too, not just ours. Because
Correct.
hip hop is it's a
Universal.
culture, it's
Universal.
universal.
And it's
You
a
know what I
lot of
mean?
new people that need to break like generational curse, and it's not only in families,
Yeah.
it's in music and
Of
your
course.
professions and all that stuff too. You know what I mean?
Preach,
Like
yup,
coming down the
absolutely.
lane, nobody would really know what to talk about unless the people they look up to say you have to talk about
Yeah,
this to be
and
something. You know what I
and
mean?
that's part of, I feel, us as a generation to be able to kind of transcend and try to enlighten them. If they can't rock with it, they can't. You know what I mean? So it is what it is, But I 80% trash, 20%,
80% trash.
you
You guys are
rock
trash.
it.
There it is.
You guys are trash.
Now, when you
okay?
speak about genres, what do you think about drill rap?
Drill rap, what's that?
I like I mean, I don't really relate to. I know it's big in the UK. I know it's big in
Okay,
Brooklyn. But like Pop Smoke, I mean,
Yeah.
Pop Smoke was somebody who was a equivalent. I don't want to even throw the not equivalent because Nip was way up here, but like he was on the rise for
Right.
that movement of drill, So when I think of drill, I think of Pop Smoke. Like,
So-
you know what I mean? Or that, what's that, Whoopty Kid or whatever, you know what I mean? But,
Whoa.
Yeah, so Zara never heard of drill. Let the people out there know, like, you know,
that?
drill
Like,
rap.
drill's
drill
like,
rap.
it's like, you know, heavy drums, like, you know, hi-hats, like, but the beats and breaks are like very, I don't want to say like EDM, is it kind of like,
Kind of like,
Yeah.
kinda like that. Yeah.
Yeah.
like what is that artist, DJ Skrillex, like kind of like not as much synthesizers, but it's dope. Like some people can relate to it, some people can't, you know what I mean? But for me, you know, that's what I think of Pop Smoke every single time, you know what I mean? And
as
he was
far as-
taken too soon, man. So.
And as far as and I was about to piggyback on
R.I.P.
that. So for them to have a different genre and brand to come out, how do you feel about like all the young was just dying like this and just
Oh man, they
What's
fighting,
this
they killing
artist?
each other.
what,
man.
what,
Yeah.
What's up with
what
that?
is
Yeah.
the problem from other artists?
Where's the break?
older? What
Yeah.
from other older artists? What
I
do you say
think
is the
it's-
problem with all them just getting killed like this?
I
and
think
just-
everybody's just on the, you know, social media platforms trying to like, you know,
Should
clout
unite
chase
everybody.
and no, and just do things for the gram or whatever, you know, like if you really watch people's like social media, that's not their whole life, you know what I
No.
mean?
Yeah.
But what happens is people, all cap, but what happens is you see people that are really in the trenches like that, and they'll flex on you, like, you know what I mean? Like I'm gonna keep it a G, y'all. I'm almost 40. There's in no way, shape, or form I'm gonna have, you know, all that gold, all that cash on me when I know that, you know, anybody can get it. You know, me, like, you want it, my bank account secure, FDIC, you know, so
Yeah.
straight up, you know what I mean? Everybody, we talk about, you know, the generation, like, let's talk about how to use their money, you know, as opposed to
Yes.
keeping it in cash. Why aren't you investing into an IRA, a money market? Or everybody's talking about the stock market. I feel like that's a high risk.
And
Or even a young artist too. For a young artist to be like, yo, you know, instead of like, you know, kind of just like, oh, I got a Lamborghini and he has all these hundreds and all that stuff. I'm waiting for a young artist. I don't know. Maybe you guys can tell me, correct me if I'm wrong. But I would like him to be like, yo, you know, check it out. Like, this is what investment is.
Yeah, like,
Let's
build a
talk
real
about
estate
this. You know, I just
portfolio.
bought a whole apartment complex down in Brooklyn or
Yeah.
in LA or something, and I'm investing in this. I would like to see that for once.
Yeah.
And you know, I would love to have this conversation one day with Snoop and Dre.
Yeah,
and,
that'd be
and
dope.
really just
I want to
be
say
like,
one other person, Soldier Boy, because Soldier
Yes,
Boy
Soulja
actually,
Boy, entrepreneur,
he actually,
man.
yeah,
They be underdog
he
and
actually-
Soulja Boy,
man,
man.
he invested.
Man,
You know
he
what I mean?
started all this type of stuff.
Yeah,
that's
like
going on,
he
man.
was the one that, like, I think originated going viral on YouTube.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Soulja Boy.
But
Video
like,
game.
not to say that like there aren't people that are like, you know, doing that for people, you know, but you have to surround yourself with like-minded individuals, and that's when it all comes down to this music. If you, once this album's out, you guys can like say like, all right, I'm on this vibe, like, you know what I mean? And that's a lot of the stuff that I talk about, is how we can help, you know, educate everybody on you know, holding on to their money in a sense.
Investing your money out there.
Yes.
Invest,
Yeah,
stop
baby.
spending them
Yes.
on the strip clubs and alcohol.
Yep,
You know what I
yep.
mean? Because
And-
that's not
and-
gonna do
and
nothing
they
for
spending
you.
they the liquor store spending on DICK pills too. Them
Yeah.
yeah. a game.
Yeah.
Trust me, them joints
Well,
$9.99 now. They used to be $13.
If
I
you
know y'all living.
exercise, now if you exercise, you ain't gotta worry about that.
Hey, don't have
Right? If you exercise,
Yeah,
you
gotta
don't
worry
have to
about
worry
exercise.
about
Hey, if
that.
exercise
That's
brings
a
up
$10.
stamina.
Hey, that's $10 you ain't got to spend if you're on your energy.
It's
you know what I
13.
mean?
Yeah,
13,
13,
whatever.
You feel
With
me?
tax,
like the
but-
young, you got to focus on what really matters. You know what I mean? Put your $3 and getting your promotion and marketing done instead of standing in front of the store waiting on that pill to be sold for you,
story.
and you got someone that's not going to take your energy into your music. You feel me?
I feel you, brother.
Thank you, man. Thank you, man. I'm trying
Nah,
to
we
get
just
this one
wanted to
across for a
thank-
while,
I got you,
man.
brother.
You know what
It's
I'm
all
saying?
right.
all I
okay.
know is that as soon as he said strip club, I was like, sorry.
Who's even gonna go now? Like, I just,
This,
I'm like,
this guy right here. This
Pandemic.
guy.
hey, brother,
Pandemic
I
club.
keep it G. Like, I'm thinking, like, one, I know my girl wouldn't like be down with that, so I respect my woman. But two, like,
EDD
we're
money.
still like, there's still COVID.
Man,
going
there's
around,
guys that's
y'all.
like, you might not have
Does she
nothing
have-
on but a mask,
I was
baby.
gonna
That's
say,
all
does
that
she
they
have
care
the
about.
face mask.
She has a
and
face
the-
shield and a face mask, and he don't even
Coochie
care.
mask.
My,
Coochie mask.
my thing is for strip
Coochie
clubs.
mask.
I always said, if I'm in a relationship and he wants to go to a strip club, he wants to spend $100. Let's just say $100. I don't know how much a strip is.
Yeah,
Okay. I don't know. And Carl looking over here like $100. Let's just say he wants to spend
That's a drink.
$500. Fine. Let's just say $500 at a strip club. Okay. He goes to $500. My thing is if you want to go to a strip club and spend $500, you got to give me $500. So that thing, that lap dance, that fun night,
hold up. Take
because
up.
I'm gonna go to Target. You want to have a good time? You want to get a lap dance, baby? I'm gonna go to Target. I'm gonna go redo my freaking bedroom.
True, but I mean,
look good.
You gotta look at it from we don't have to take it from the dancer's point of view. What you gonna do for that 500 though?
Yeah.
That's up to for me and my man, baby.
Yeah, that's what I'm just saying from the point of view from them. Like they like.
I wasn't speaking directly to
Hey man, to me it's just like go ahead. But yeah, I'm sorry.
I feel you. Like for me, like my girl would like you're trying to spend $500 at a strip club. No, like, that ain't happening.
And
like,
you'll build.
And I know, but see, 500 turned real quick into a band. You got like in that whole strip club journey, you were thinking you're gonna spend 500, but if I have to give my missus 500, that's already 1,000 out my pocket.
That better be one
I'm
heck
good.
of
So
a
real
lap
question.
dance.
I'm good. About to spice it up, Rook. So you've been to one of those type clubs before, right?
A strip club, yeah.
All right. So tell us a wild experience or a crazy experience that you had.
Let's keep it G-rated. Let's keep it G-rated. Keep it G-rated.
Hey man, we love V.
Like a Czar trying to take.
We love V. But you know what? It's good.
He's trying to crack the code, but nah.
Hey, and it's good. It's a good thing because it is time for us to wrap it up. We're gonna have one more performance with you, but let them know where we could find you.
Of course, I always appreciate it, guys. Shout out to everybody out here at the platform. Beyond Average, Mike House. Shout out to Tri's Fam, Cali Clean. Sorry, I'm getting my shout outs, guys. I want to shout out to my girl V, my brother ST, my brother Twin, Tri's Fam, Cali Clean. But you can find me on Instagram. In all reality, that's really where you're going to find me. At official Vig Louis. Vig Louis, music's gonna be available, guys. I'm just gonna sneak it on you, and then when it's out there, it's gonna be out there for sure.
Thank you for being a part of the platform, media, and coming out again. You got to come to season 3 because you got to keep this.
I'm gonna keep it coming. Hopefully next time I'm gonna bring my son out here so he can vibe out with y'all, so you can see his music. He gets down to music too, y'all, for real.
Thank you so much. Stay humble, many blessings. Stay healthy, keep it going, focus. And wish you nothing but the best, Czar. Thank you
thanks for coming through, bro.
Thank you, Czar, for your show. Thank you, Sledgehammer, for your show. And that's all we have. He's going to take it and close the show with another hot performance. So thank you so much. This is the Platform Podcast. DJ Sledgehammer, take it away.
Before I started working at the Mike House and working on the bronze package, I had just finished high school, and I had been a wrestler and I had done sports all throughout high school. But after I finished, I knew that the music was what I wanted to take with me, and that was the direction I wanted to go in. So after the bronze, I started to go into the gold package. This package has everything included into the bronze, but you also have the photography room and the podcast room and music production. For both of those, podcast room and photography room, it's mainly focusing on your image and who you want to be as an artist and how you want to look, so you have your sound and your image put together. For music production, it's coming up with your own original sound and really grasping onto that. And it really was the best next step after the bronze.
All right, here we go, guys. We got another one coming up from my boy, Vig Louis.
Appreciate y'all tuning in. Make sure y'all catch everybody on YouTube, Platform Podcast, Beyond Average. Shout out to my people, Tri's Fam and Cali Clean. It's bigger than hip hop. Okay, hip hop, hip hop, hip 2020, it's hip hop, hip hop, hip hop, hip hop, lean, bounce, rock, lean, bounce, rock, live, yo. Hip hop, hip hop, hip hop. One thing about music, when you hear, feel no pain. Only folks that control your brain, feeding us bullshit every day. At least Obama, when he in office, went ahead and made a change, and in return, the hope he gave, you turned around, promoted. Hey, yo, what more can I say? My hands are tied, man. You wonder why we flip wig and protest and go crazy. These are options you gave me. Fight for my fam safety on a daily. You can take my physical, but you'll never take my legacy. Shout out to the great. Yeah, ones who blaze the trouble for me. Nas, Ho, Biggie, Emin, Pac, Meth, and Fabo too. Snoop Dogg, Outkast, and Ice Cube. E40 Water, Show Dog, nigga, just a name. It's bigger than here. Yeah, here, here, 2020 is here. Here, lean, bounce, rock, lean, bounce, rock, live your life. Here, One thing about music, when you hear, feel no pain. Only folks that control your brain with that fake news every day. Branding us slaves ever since we came off of them slave ships for 400 years. We've been more than patient. We broke free from them chains still. The description of the pain's real. Why ain't getting the same pay? My son got the same grade. We ain't accepted the same schools when he got said credentials. Which things are more simple? Shout out to Quarter Life for the instrument. Shout out to the great ones who blaze the trail before me. Nas, Ho, Biggie, Emin, Pac, Meth, and Fabo too. Snoop Dogg, Outkast, and Ice Cube. E40 Water, Show Dog, nigga, just to name a few. Check it out.
Whatever you feeling, whatever vibe you on, whatever you feel, you gotta stand up for it. Keep on doing it, keep on rocking it. You got my support, yo. It's always been big in hip hop. Shout out to the whole Tribes fam, Cali Clean.
Here, 2020.
You know we gon' bounce, rock and lean, you know. Yeah, let's go.
Bounce, rock.
Y'all see I ain't got no rhythm, but I know how to rock the stage, you dig? Appreciate y'all. Vig Louis signing off. Platform Podcast. Let's get it, y'all.